viral video on social media. We have to put the house in order so that it does not escalate into what we're seeing out here. What do you think of this particular video? Send in your comments, send in your reactions and your advice as we take some on social media. Lastborn says, refusing to greet elder who visits your home is pure disrespect. In our culture, greeting isn't slavery. It's basic home training. Marriage doesn't remove respect for your in-laws. A simple good afternoon, ma, could prevent unnecessary problem. That's coming from Lastborn. Okay, Boniface Mwabweze says, what do you plan to achieve, madam-in-law? A woman like you, for that matter. Very shameful to see. All right, very shameful to see. Amotia Gloria, the young lady really tried to hold herself back. I really admire that. However, the best thing to do is leave the sitting room. Okay, the best thing to do is to leave the sitting room. Like I said earlier, how would you judge this if you have a relative of yours that is putting up this kind of behavior or attitude? How will you judge it? What is your advice based on the video you have seen? Like I said, we need to run a peaceful home so that it doesn't escalate into what we're seeing now. How would you solve problems in your home? Let's move over to a very recent and trending story about BBL, as a certain professional plastic surgeon has come out to enumerate the dangers of BBL. What is BBL? BBL is Brazilian butt lift. Brazilian butt lift is a procedure whereby they extract fat from other parts of the body to inject it into the butt to enhance it or to make it look larger. Yes, a procedure whereby they extract fats maybe from the arm or from the lower abdomen or from the lower back to inject it into the butt to make it, look enhanced and fuller and larger. That is what BBL is. It's a medical procedure. And now we're hearing rumors, not just rumors, reality of a certain Jessica that died recently because she went for this particular procedure of Brazilian butt lift for the second time. And these complications that arose from the procedure took her life. So Dr. Terry Dober in the United States has come to give us the dangers of BBL. Before then, let us see the pictures of the lady that just lost her life because of BBL. Let us see the pictures.
Came with nothing, and we are going with nothing. In a million lifetime, if I ever have to.
Actually, that recently lost her life here in Nigeria because of a second procedure of Brazilian butt lift. And let's watch Dr. Terry.
50 or 60, I'm telling you, it does not look good.
The procedure everyone will regret is...
I think it's going to be the BBL. Because imagine that gigantic buttocks at 50 or 60. It might look a certain way when you're 28 or 32 with the thin waist, but at 50 or 60, I'm telling you, it does not look good.
There's a trade-off.
And it's hard to reverse it.
Yeah. One procedure you refuse to do.
I don't do the BBL. Too dangerous, not worth it.
Fair enough. Valid.
Fatal procedure in plastic surgery, the BBL.
Why? What? You're tucking your waist in to make your hips bigger?
Well, it's the buttock part. So you take liposuction from one part of the abdomen or the one part of the body, you clean it up and you inject it into the buttock. Here's the problem. There's little short blood vessels in the buttock that are kind of wide but short. They lead directly to the main vein that leads back to your heart. Remember, it's done blindly. So if you inject fat into one of those veins and it gets into the vena cava, the main vein going to your heart, and it goes to your right heart to your lungs, dead.
What?
Happens all the time.
Who would have thought a vein in your butt will give you a heart attack?
Some of the things that people that want to do these plastic surgeries do not know. Well, some doctors, some plastic surgeons tell them about the complications. Some do not. They just see the outward beauty, they just see the fancy, they just see the look, the physique, and they go for it, not knowing that there are complications. So one of it, the worst actually, is taking one's life, just as you've heard that professional say. Yes, there is a vein that connects from the buttocks to the heart, and when there is a mistake, it gives you a heart attack that takes your life. Very, very sad. Very sad. Especially this lady that lost her life, full of life, and her twin is actually mourning. Her family members and friends are mourning. What is your take on plastic surgery? You do not like the way your chest is, you don't like the way your backside is, the butt, you know, liposuction, is it breast enlargement or uplifting, whatever they call it, BBL, you know, what is your take? What is your stance on all of these plastic surgeries? Are there other ways to enhance someone's physique, someone's beauty, rather than a plastic surgery? Are there other natural ways to maybe lose weight or to look good or get any kind of shape that you want, rather than undergo this surgery? What do you think of this that's almost swallowing lots of young people nowadays? They want to look good. They are not confident in themselves. What is your take? What is your thought? Send in your comments. Let's take few on social media. Prolific Sophia. Them no go still hear word. Imagine one of the most famous plastic surgeons in the world telling you he can never do BBL. Yet my poo-poo still they do BBL. All right? Purpose driven. Wisdom is profitable. Read your Bible. No. Now mouth you take they do Christian. Okay. That's from Purpose Driven. Jordan says, this is the crux of the issue. Women today have no originality. Having a fat is in fashion. Everyone goes and gets a fat. The things that women do to themselves to satisfy this constant need to feel among. That is from Jordan. All right. It's high time that we understood the fact that confidence on ourselves is major. We should prioritize ourselves. You don't look good as someone tells you you don't look good. As long as that look is not detrimental to your health, you are okay. Tell yourself, I look good. I'm confident in myself. I am okay. Except you're obese and you need to lose some weight and let go of some fat and take care of how you eat because it is detrimental to your health, then you work on it. But if anyhow you look and it is not detrimental to your health, your life is not at stake, it is not risky to your health, you are okay. Do not let anybody push you into bullying you and telling you that your body does not look okay, or your body has to be banging and all of that, and push you into situations where you have to undergo this surgery and finally it takes your life. This is actually a very sad story in the family of Jessica. We send our condolences to the family of Jessica. They are mourning her right now. May her soul rest in peace. We only believe that some persons are learning from what is happening to some people here in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. Okay, something I would say is rather political in this trend. Yeah, we're seeing a politician in Kebbi State issuing out 200 naira note to youths that have queued up towards his car. Okay, this is his way of empowering the youth in his community. This politician's name is withheld, and we're seeing him, you know, carrying bundles of cash, 200 naira notes, and we're seeing him give out one 200 naira note to youths that are queuing up in his community. That is how he's empowering youth in Kebbi State. This is rather sad. And this particular video is not sitting well with lots of Nigerians, as they are, they're so heartbroken and saying that these are not the kinds of politicians that we need in Nigeria. They are rather so heartbroken that this is, he's just slapping them with 200 naira on their faces, that this is a mockery on adults, on youths in Kebbi State. I don't know how to put the words, but what will 200 naira actually do for an adult, even for a child? I don't know. Maybe you tell me if this particular youth empowerment is actually an empowerment or a mockery to people in his community. Let's see the video. What would you rather call this? Is this an empowerment, or this is mockery, or this is him abusing his office and power, letting people... Did you see the bundle of cash that he was carrying? What kind of empowerment or help or financial support is this? Those youths that you saw are adults. Please, what can 200 naira do for somebody? What kind of problem can 200 naira solve for somebody? What is the meaning of empowerment actually? He's not making anybody go through any form of training, any skill acquisition, no real financial support to make someone start up any kind of business, but issuing 200 naira to youths in his community. What can that be called if not a shameful act and a mockery to the youths in his area? Well, I await you to send in your reactions to this particular video that we are seeing. Would you call this youth empowerment? If not, what would you call it? Let's take comments on social media. Gilbert Odera says, giving someone 200 naira isn't support. It's a distraction from the real issues. Youths deserve a seat at the table and a chance to build their own wealth, not a small token that won't even survive the afternoon. Sure thing. Timmy Daniel says, bro, 200 naira can't even buy them Gary and Granot, and they collect it and leave with a smile. We're truly the poverty capital of the world. That one is really a sad one. Kick off discussions. These politicians haven't yet realized that they're sitting on a keg of gunpowder. They're the genesis of all these problems we're facing with banditry, terrorism, and all the problems of insecurity. Like I had told us earlier, would you call this youth empowerment or something else? We're going to know when you send in your comment, send in your take on this video. Let's move forward to something marital, something relationship, something family related. A lady has made a video praising herself, telling of her qualities, her features, what she's known for. But she has said that in all of these and in all the years she has spent on earth, she has pointed out her default, why she is still single, why she's still staying unmarried. And she's saying, because I know that this is the reason I am still single up until now, despite the qualities, that I have got. I'm advising other people not to make the same mistake that I have made, that has made me to stay single up until today. What is the mistake that she said she has made that she's using to advise other people? We see the video and we know what she's talking about.
Y'all see how pretty I am? I'm sweet. I'm very smart. I read. I work. I'm very soft. I cook. I clean. And I am not married. But it's not that I don't need a man for nothing. No, I need a man. I was created. I'm a helpmate. I can't wait to be that. But the mistake that I made and the mistake that a lot of you are making, once you lay down with them, it's good as dead. And a lot of us don't know that. A lot of us didn't know that. I didn't know that. Especially when you come from an environment where casual sex is the focus, casual sex is promoted. Yeah, you grow up doing that. I had plenty of good men. None of it ended with a ring. The moral of the story is, I don't care. You could be drop dead gorgeous. Do you see me? And if you saw me in person, if you met me in person, the energy is on 10. I'm everything unmarried. Because I slept with them. So if you sleep with them, the looks ain't gonna get you that, big dog. Having a baby is just not gonna get you that.
She has praised herself. She has told us the qualities that she's got. But because she goes to bed with men that she's in a relationship with, she has not gotten that ring. So she's saying, you can be in a relationship with somebody if you're a woman, but do not go down with them. Don't sleep with them, thinking that they're going to get married to you. But is this all there is? Is that the criterion to getting married? When you're in a relationship with somebody, you stay chaste. You stay chaste. You guys do not indulge in any sexual activities. Is that what will make a man marry a woman? One thing works for this person. Will it work for every other person? Some will come out to tell you that, oh, we were in a relationship and we did all that, but we're still married. Okay, you send in your own thoughts. Do you think that staying chaste in a relationship will make a man put a ring on the finger of a woman, will make a man to marry a woman? Yes. Do you also think that sleeping with men that women are in a relationship will make them to lose the right man for them? What do you think? Let us take a few comments on social media. Okay, Della Black Boy says, this lady feels herself too much, and that's the reason no man wants her. She's feeling like a queen, but doesn't own a kingdom. If you love the way you look that much, then you should go and love yourself. Okay. Maybe this one is coming out of context. 28 high. I know a 34-year-old female virgin. This life no get script, dear. Premarital or not. Okay. That's from 28 high. Let's take one more comment. Gen 2 says, it goes beyond beauty, shape and all. Can you build a man for your children? Your characters will build the kind of man you desire. Building a man is way more harder than building a woman. This is why so many ladies are unmarried. Like I said earlier, is premarital sex a criterion to marriage or not a criterion to marriage? Which relationship would you prefer? A wholesome and chaste relationship, or the one you do everything when you know that you are not married? Yeah, will that secure marriage for you, or will it not secure marriage for you? One man's food is another man's poison, they say. Right, we're going to wrap it up right here on #trending. But before we go, let us take the word that we have for today. What is the word of the day? Today being Tuesday. The word of the day is mea culpa. Mea culpa. What does it mean? Mea culpa means is a word used for a formal acknowledgement of personal fault or error. Mea culpa is a word used for formal acknowledgement of personal fault or error. All right, let's take mea culpa in a sentence. The example of mea culpa in a sentence is the podcast host mea culpa did little to satisfy those who found the episode deeply offensive. That's how to use mea culpa in a sentence. It has been a healthy, informative, educative trending today, being Tuesday. I believe that you have taken something for yourself because I have. Okay, my name remains Ofanono Joseph. Call me Lady Odey. We're going to be friends forever. Today is Tuesday. Prioritize yourself, love yourself, be happy always. I'll catch you tomorrow. For now, bye.